What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. For this video, we are going to be waxing my nose. Do not ask how I came up with that. Actually, a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, a friend of mine dragged me to this facial place and I did a facial waxing video, which actually was a lot of fun. Painful and fun. But I've never been back ever since. I feel like facial hair or hair where you don't want hair is something that people just expect you to take care of. Like, you don't talk about it much. It's not something you're really proud of, but I think if you're open about stuff, it makes it more fun. So I do not have a problem with nose hair, just to get that out of the way. It's not growing like a national forest, but when I saw this nose waxing kit online, I thought to myself, it's been a year or two. Let's do it. This might be fun to do at home. Now, this cost me basically nothing. Otherwise, I would have never gotten it, but I hope it's going to be efficient. And the only thing I'm praying for is that it's not going to leave any remaining wax in my nose after I'm done with this. Just take away the hair, take away the wax, and then mission accomplished. I'm gonna be coming back for more and recommending it to other people. Now, because this is an at-home kit, you have to do everything yourself. So I think once the wax is melted, we gotta move quick. I do not have time to tell you a story. I do not have time to explain every little step once the wax is molten. I'm just gonna put it in my nose, then I can talk for a little while. But once it's here in a little puddle, I gotta do my own thing, okay? So let's go through the instructions first. Now, it gives you a bunch of these paper cups. Into these paper cups, they want you to give 5 grams of these wax pearls. I'm showing you now. I have already prepared exactly 5 grams. At first I thought, oh wow, look, 1 pearl is 1 gram. How smart, how thoughtful. But then I was like, that would be like a good 100 trials of nose waxing. So I knew that can't be right because America is way too capitalistic to give you that kind of run for your money. So obviously it's a whole lot more. I think there's like 20 or 30 of these wax pearls in here, and that makes 5 grams, not 5 pearls, but whatever. It's very easy to understand. Then they give you this measuring cup, which is microwave proof, which I love because I'm always skeptical with plastic. Some of it melts, some of it works. Often it doesn't tell you whether it works or not. Like if you go to Home Goods and get something like this, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna blow up your microwave, or you're gonna have a fun piece of plastic that works. But yeah, in this case, it was made for that. They ask you to add 20 milliliters of water. Easy, okay. Easy. And then you place this on top here, put it in the microwave, and there you have your wax. Now then comes the fun part. You have these swabs, which I don't know if that's what you call them. They're like magic sticks. We need 2, 1 for each nostril. So let's take 2 out, the rest we're already putting away. So, you know, we have everything ready and prepared. And they go in like this with the wax. You wait a minute or two and then pull it out really quickly. It says quickly, not slow, otherwise you're messing it up. Quickly, and that's it. Really easy. Foolproof. I should have no trouble doing this successfully. Another fun thing I saw is that they give you this thing to cover up your mustache. Now, I don't know if this is for facial hair in general, like to cover up your facial hair in general, or only to cover up your actual long like mustache, because we don't have a long mustache. And I think it's like a, well, this is fun. Look. You kind of stick it here. And now you're safe for the nose waxing. This feels horrible. This is probably more uncomfortable than the actual waxing. So let's take it back off. I'm gonna go and pop this into the microwave and get things going. All right, now this thing is hot. The wax has melted. Let's proceed quickly. All right, let's take the magic stick, dunk it in here. I hope I'm just not gonna burn off my nose. This seems to be the right amount. I have felt better stuff before. Okay, it tells you to not twist it, like just put it in there. Now the other nostril, and then I think we're good to go. I think a lot of that went on the side of it. I just want to make sure it goes in all the places. Like, what is this thing gonna do if it's only ripping out a little bit of hair? Honestly, I don't understand why people are often so secretive about how they take care of themselves. There's no shame in waxing, facials, Botox. At the end of the day, it's your body. Do what you want to do. But I feel like keeping it a secret makes it worse. Like, I've noticed that everyone who's open about plastic surgery doesn't get judged. It's the people who act like they haven't gotten any work done that get judged. Funny story is I actually always wanted to become a plastic surgeon when I was young because I've always been so fascinated
by aesthetic medicine, but I do not feel comfortable with the responsibility of cutting someone open and then actually having to make it look good. Like, the thought of that alone is anxiety triggering, but I'm very open with the whole subject, and when the time is right, trust me, I have my list of doctors for every body part already now. Not that I'm unhappy with the way I look. It's about maintenance. When the time is right and all the doctors on my list are still alive, I'm ready. I think it's time to take this out. The wax feels hard. There's no air coming in and out at all. I think you can hear it in my voice. I sound ridiculous. And I'm just gonna yank this out. I'm a little afraid of that because I feel like it's gonna take a piece of my nose. But, you know, if that happens, lawsuit pending. It has great reviews, so I'm not that afraid. But I'm just putting it out there. That's what's going through my head. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. Now this is maybe disgusting for some people, but it looks a bit like a mushroom or like a rare plant because you can see all the hairs, right? And there's that hairy flower somewhere out there. 1, 2, 3. Oh! The worst nightmare became true. Some of it went out, some of it did not. How could I let go of the stick? Oh my god. Ooh. Wow. Now that was very freeing. I can breathe. I have to say, that felt great. Not only how clear my nostrils are now, but also I enjoy doing self-care. It feels like I'm rewarding myself for whatever. It feels like I have self-worth. And at the end of the day, we're all worthy, and we all should feel like there's stuff that we can improve about ourselves. Like I said earlier, there's no shame in taking care of yourself or getting cosmetic stuff done. You know, nobody's perfect, and we all have our flaws, some of which only we see, some of which are more obvious. And you should have the freedom to take care of them or not. I always like to say everyone can do whatever they want to do. It is none of my business. I do not care enough to judge other people. And trust me, if I ever do, then 99% of the time, it's just a joke. I'm not serious. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you gotten your nose waxed before? If not, look it up on Amazon. It's fun. It feels good to do something nice for yourself, because at the end of the day, this is something nice because you're making yourself look a little cuter and more hygienic. So do it if you want to. It is not as painful as it looks. To be honest, it was less pain than ripping off a Band-Aid in certain areas. So you will survive. If you think of any other videos that you'd like me to do, write them down below. I always read your comments. I'm happy to go through them and maybe do some of them. Until then, see you soon and take care. Bye.